Michael, I don't suppose you're any different than I am in hoping that we can somehow live beyond our mortality. Do you think there's a chance?
Well, I mean, first of all, I share your hope. In fact, I'd like to live forever. Unfortunately, I think it's very unlikely that any such scenario was the case.
And yet, the vast majority of human beings throughout all history have believed in some kind of afterlife.
Oh, quite so. But I think there are sort of two main reasons that people have for thinking there's an afterlife. One is that they think that the mind, so to speak, is an immaterial thing, right? And so they think it's the sort of thing that won't be harmed when the body gets destroyed, right? But on the other hand, I think there's good reason for thinking that immaterial minds don't exist based upon the effects of brain damage and drugs and so on.
Sure.
The other main reason that people believe in an afterlife is they think that there is a being, so to speak, who's very powerful and very knowledgeable and very good, God, who's going to ensure that we live on forever. And even if we don't have a soul, he's going to, so to speak, collect together the parts of our bodies and resurrect us, okay, right? And the problem there is that I think that things like the argument from evil, for example, provide good reasons for thinking that there is no such being. I think there's excellent reason for believing that humans in general were not specially created, that we have evolved, etc. And so I think that when you look at lower animals and you look at the evolution from lower animals up to human beings, etc., I don't think there's good reason for thinking that we're going to differ in some sort of striking way from them, etc.
There are many arguments about afterlife. There's spiritism, there's revelation, so much of this stuff. Do you discount all of it?
Yes, in the final analysis, right? I mean, I don't immediately discount it, right? I mean, I think it needs to be carefully investigated. But, I mean, the thing is that if you look at spiritualism and so on, right, there's an enormous amount of fraud, right?
Magicians like to say that scientists are the easiest people to fool.
Yes, I think that's absolutely right, because they're used to dealing with nature, and nature isn't out to trick them and so on. So cases that have been carefully investigated just don't stand up to examination.